everybody, what's going on? Nerd of the 90s here, and I'm back. Here I am, and as you can see from the very background over here, I got all the Spider-Man movies right over here. I don't know if I can zoom in right over here if you guys can see it. I got all the whole movies except Venom, though. I don't have Venom yet. I am a huge Spider-Man fan, even though you don't kind of get to see the Spider-Man that's right over here in this. Let me see if I can move it a little closer. Spider-Man is right over there, the very far corner right over there. So you can see him right there. Yeah, I just got back from Spider-Man Far From Home. It's directed once again by John Watts, and it's starring Tom Holland, Jake Gyllenhaal, Zendaya, and many more actors in this movie, though, especially Samuel L. Jackson and Kobe Smulders, who also make the return. Yeah, this actually does take place exactly... Let's just begin here from the story, though. The story takes place exactly right after Endgame. We finally get ourselves, like, you know, what happened to the rest of the people. There's some of them that stay. There's some of them that came back. They call it the blip, which everybody calls it, though. The blip that pretty much just everybody just disappears and then just come back out of nowhere and stuff like that after the reverse of what the Avengers did. Especially with the Hulk, like, you know, snapping his fingers to bring everybody back. And we are here now because in the story here, everybody is thankful that Spider-Man has been back too, who was also part of the blip, and also the students too that also came back from the blip. Here, everybody is seeing that Spider-Man has returned, and we see that that Spider-Man is now in pretty much like, you know, like under pressure. Peter Parker is now under pressure because since Tony Stark has now officially begun, come on, everybody's seen the movie though for Endgame. And he pretty much is thinking like, is he going to be the next Iron Man? All the pressure is pretty much going to him, and it kind of sucks, though. So right here, after everything else happened after that, Peter Parker and the rest of his friends and his classes are taking a field trip to Europe. And right there, that's when everything unfolds, though. But until we get to see, like, Mysterio, attacking one of the elementals, while Nick Fury and Maria Hill check on the investigation here, and then we get to know more about like the elementals, like, you know, having different forms, though. Yeah, the story just pretty much like, you know, everybody's just coming back from the dead, coming back from the snap or the blip, how they call it, and here we get to see like, you know, how everybody has moved on and stuff like that, and like how everything changed. And so yeah, the story is really good though, and then Spider-Man's just pretty much just trying to find a way, like, you know, if he's gonna be the next Iron Man, and the pressure's pretty much going to him. So here for Spider-Man and Peter Parker, here, like I said, Peter Parker is pretty much like, you know, like really is still affected by the death of Iron Man, and he pretty much is like getting a lot of pressure from everybody if he's gonna become the next Iron Man, though. Especially that Nick Fury is now needing him, though, because now that Iron Man has been pretty much just been gone, he now is pretty much like, you know, gone with everything that he pretty much has gone and pretty much gave some stuff away to Peter Parker. He gave him the Iron Spider suits, and he gave him many things, though, and then Happy Hogan pretty much supports him 24/7, though. Pretty much becoming a little bit of his father figure too, Happy Hogan, and more than that too. Peter Parker pretty much experiences, like, you know, seeing these elementals come to life and seeing Mysterio for the very first time and pretty much reacting to pretty much about anything here. Here, how the way Peter Parker is going through for the depression and stuff like that, and how the way he pretty much gets motivated by the death of Iron Man pretty much affected. Even though he gets a little scared though, because he pretty much like feels like the pressure of everything that's pretty much unfolding to him, though. So here, Tom Holland once again plays a really good Spider-Man, though. Let's talk about Mysterio, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, who pretty much was this close to becoming Spider-Man back in the Tobey Maguire era, though. He was really that close, guys, but Tobey Maguire beat him to it. Here, as Mysterio, I really did like him, though. As little spoilers I can do less here for him. I liked his performance here. I thought it was really good. Everything about him was... Let's just say how the way Mysterio was portrayed, because when I saw the post-credit scene, or should I say the post-credit, like, you know, blueprints of like the villains, when I saw Mysterio being revealed, and everybody was saying it's Chameleon, it's not. It was Mysterio, though. And what sucks is that we never got that Mysterio from here until like years later. We got ourselves Mysterio, though, and then they chose the perfect actor, which was Jake Gyllenhaal. I like how the way he was portrayed here. I liked his motivation, though. I don't want to get into spoilers, so watch the movie and you'll understand why, but here his performance is really good. Let's talk about the elementals, though. All I can say is this. We get to see 3 to 4 elementals, though, even though the other one, I don't know much about that one, though, but I think we got only small snippets of it, though. The first one was made out of the earth though, which is pretty much like sand, and that's pretty cool. It's like reminiscent of Sandman though. The second one which was the water one, which reminded me of Hydro Man, which we already got ourselves a Hydro Man villain in here though. And then the other one, which is the fire one, which was pretty much Molten Man. That one was also really good. The other one though, which was, I'm not gonna spoil though because I don't know much about it though, but how the way the elementals look and how the way they were attacking and stuff like that. It was really cool though, and watching Mysterio fighting against those things, which was really good, and the practical effects were really nice on the elementals though, and I give credit though, the elementals though in this movie looked really damn good. As for Nick Fury and Maria Hill, Nick Fury here pretty much, it reminded me a little bit of the Ultimate Comics though, because in the Ultimate Comics, right after Nick Fury pretty much knows about his secret identity and stuff like that, well here, we get to see that Nick Fury pretty much is in need of Spider-Man's help and stuff like that to fight against these elementals though. And also we get to see more like how much he's pressuring Spider-Man to pretty much now that he's the new Avenger though, and pretty much everybody's calling him like the next Iron Man though. Here we get to see trying to motivate Spider-Man to do better and stuff like that. Even though he's a bit of an a-hole to Spider-Man though, but he's just pretty much giving him like a slap in the face. Come on, step into reality, kid. I know you're young, but come on, you gotta do better than that though. And then with that, I like how the way he was portrayed here. Maria Hill does come back though and also assist Nick Fury and what he needs and stuff like that. And I thought Kobe Smulders, I thought her performance was really good here, and I thought she was pretty good, and I thought she was okay though, giving supporting Nick Fury and what he needs though. And as for the supporting cast here too, Ned, once again, I liked him in the movie though. He was funny and stuff like that. And then here, Betty Brant though, she does play a bigger part here than the first movie though, even though we only get to see her like in 4 or 5 scenes in this one. And here she has a bigger part here too. And I like how the way they actually like blend her in here and stuff like that. And it's actually really good though. Happy Hogan, played by Jon Favreau once again though. He was really cool. He was very awkward though, seeing that he pretty much has the hots for Peter Parker's aunts, and I was like, awkward. And yeah, I really did like him here though, and even though he was being more of a father figure to Spider-Man though, and watching over him though, and to see how he is and stuff like that, and stuff like that though. And then also Mr. Harrington also makes a comeback too from the very first Homecoming movie. Here he does play a bigger part here too, taking care of the students while they're in the European trip and everything like that though. And then we got Flash Thompson coming back though. I'm happy that Spider-Man just punched him in the face though. About damn time. And here we get to see some of the students also who was not part of the blip though. And then I was like, wow, you're older than them and you're pretty much being a part of this team. I was like, okay, whatever. And yeah, I thought the supporting cast here was actually really good though, and I give props to them too. And let's talk about, oh yeah, and you guys are probably wondering, what about the other character, MJ here? Some fans were pretty much mad about Zendaya being the next Mary Jane though, and you know what, here's the thing though, I'm fine with it here too, because this is kind of like the next type of Mary Jane Watts. She's not Mary Jane though, but MJ though. I think it's Michelle Jones that she goes with. And she's actually not that bad though. And then the relationship between her and Peter Parker, I really did like it though. I thought they were pretty much a good combo though, not as awkward as Peter Parker and Mary Jane from the original one though. Yeah, it was not too awkward, but it was okay though, because yeah, at least it provided some touch in the movie though for the original ones though. And yeah, I thought here the relationship between Peter Parker and MJ was actually pretty damn good. The action and the CGI in the movie looked really damn good. Being Spider-Man web zipping and stuff like that, fighting against the elementals, helping a Mysterio, and the way Mysterio was using his powers, which is really cool though. And yeah, the CGI here looked really damn good though. The noir suit, even though it's not the noir suit, but the stealth suit looked really damn cool. And then his newer version of the stealth suit looked awesome though. The Iron Spider, you only get to see snippets of it though, and then you only get to see a small short time with the original suit that he had from like the very first movie though, that he had throughout doing Homecoming though. And yeah, the CGI in the action was really good though, especially the part where they were fighting against the Elementals, and the very final action scene, what was actually really cool though. And hate to say, and it's not a bit of a spoiler here too, we finally at least learned that, since everybody was talking about Peter Parker's Spidey sense, we kind of at least get ourselves the answer of he still hasn't know pretty much how it works, and he pretty much has overcome it though. And I liked how the way they did it here. I want to give this movie a 10 out of 10, but like I said, I can't. There is a bit of cons in this movie though. I really wish that and by the way, I didn't explain this on my supporting cast too. May took a little bit of a backseat in this movie though. You only get to see her in the beginning, And at the very end, though, and what sucks is that she pretty much just takes a bit of a backseat. I don't want to spoil much, guys, because there's some... And by the way, the comedy here was really funny, though, but there were some parts of the movie that was not funny, though. It didn't land to me. And, yeah, that's about it. And also, we got... I really wish they would have... we would have got, like, you know, answers about, like, you know, previous villains, though. But we don't get any of that, too, because I thought they were going to be teasing something else in the future, though. But they don't. But what I did actually like, though, and even though it's still it's not quite a con, though, but oh well, you know what, I'll get to that in a little bit, though. So those are my only cons of the movie, though. Sometimes, like, you know, the comedy doesn't land, though, and I really wish we would have got to see a little bit more about, like, the history about the elementals, though, and where they come from, though. Even though we do know where they come from exactly, though, and that's about it, too. And then and I really would have loved to see, like, you know... And by the way, they did cut off a scene, though, in the movie, which really sucks, though. I don't want to spoil it much, though, but all I can say is don't expect action scene with the Iron Spider suit, so... That really disappointed me, though, because they did cut some stuff from the movie, though, and I was a little disappointed. They kind of pull a bit of Amazing Spider-Man 2, but not in a bad way, though, so... Yeah. Is this movie worth watching? Yes, go watch it, because this is pretty much the end of Phase 3 for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We don't even know what else is coming out, though, but from what I heard, Doctor Strange 2 might happen this next year, and it's going to come out exactly next year. And we're going to get, and they say they're going to be filming, like, in fall or winter and stuff like that. And then for the, and then also Black Widow is being filmed, though, even though we already got a tease of the villain, though, and... I cannot wait, though, but even though it's kind of a bit weird, though, because the timeline we're going back exactly, like, going back to 2015, though, so I don't know how they're going to go with it, so let's see how it goes. This movie, in my opinion, as much as I like Homecoming, because Homecoming is a really good movie, though, I gave that movie a 9 out of 10. This one, I'm going to also go with the 9 out of 10. It is a yes seal of approval, and it's definitely worth watching, and... We finally get to know, like, what happens after, like, you know, after the Avengers pretty much separated, though. And we get to see, like, you know, memorial of the three Avengers, which is Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Widow. Come on, everybody's seen it, though. Everybody has seen it, though. And it was a bit touching, though. And, yeah, yes, guys, that's about it, though. I'm ending the video here. So I hope you go watch the movie, though, because it's really good, though. It's not perfect like the original two movies, though, or should I say, like, you know, it's like the best movie I ever watched, though, but it does have cons and stuff like that, and all I can say is this. The post-credit scene... And then the after-credit scene was... So... I'm not gonna give spoilers, but that's all I gotta say, though. So I'll be seeing you guys next time, guys, with another video. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Alright, guys? Take care.
Here comes the Spider-Man.